The first cold nail slid through my palm one wet Sunday. It was like a skyscraper growing out of me. Everyone said it was beautiful. There were windows right through it. Around this time, leaflets were beginning to pile on my porch. There was a sudden flurry of news items, and I felt terrible with the world snapping back into place. I felt really terrible. I had a hard-on all the time. I couldn't get out of bed. I'd sit broken on the sofa, leg numbing beneath me, fridge filling up with water. Sarah said depression. With a lightness and dexterity I couldn't help but admire. I suggested out of it, tired, other possibilities. That's when I felt the first nail, when I couldn't convince myself. When I began to hallucinate encounters with minor celebrities at the kind of parties I could have gone to once, years ago, but didn't. The kind of parties where you'd see fire licking at the hinges of the room upstairs. I dream of these rooms. Their nerve endings ablaze, the cerebrospinal shudder of their body-to-body baseline still ringing in my bones when I opened my eyes. Sarah said I'd dribble when I dreamed like this. I felt the second nail slam through my cheek when the bus driver frowned, looked me up and down and said, "Not working, mate." Somehow I had turned invisible. I'd stand on the level, no receipts to my name, or walk around pubs on Saturday nights waiting for someone to call out to me, "Jake." I haven't heard my own name in so long. Then, with my cheek hanging open, I'd apply sugar to the wound, feeling my feelings falling out. I learned to write again, and still I felt pinned. I learned to show affection again, and still I felt pinned. I dream of these parties, with the fire, the ghosts of secondary school teachers, glazed eyes on the patio and drugs on the kitchen counter and people shouting over the music, "I love you," or "Yeah man, you do you, here's my number." There was pain when I dreamed this way. There was bloating after every meal. The final nail finished me halfway through washing up, suds dripping from my wrists. I bet I was a sight to any passers-by. Those angled treadmill sliders gliding behind the iron fence. I hoped for them then. They were adverts for a better life. It took a moment to adjust to the pain and stood very still as I fastened to the wall. Stood still some more, and then some more, while the world broke slowly into a sprint.